Andrew Cuomo seriously trying to re-enter politics? He gave a speech at a church of all places in Brooklyn recently where he said the reason for his exit from politics was that sharks in Albany smelled blood in the water and exploited this opportunity, and he blames cancel culture.
Oh! You've gobbled your last ghoul, Governor Cuomo.
This brings us to one of the best, worst moments in American politics when Andrew Cuomo was seen outside of the governor's mansion, Bud Platinum in hand, business casual, wrapped in a blanket, on the phone, presumably with a lawyer. Broad daylight. Right after the allegations of sexual harassment and misconduct hit. This is not an innocent man. I'd like to turn our attention to his tweets. He tweeted this photo this past Saturday from the press conferences he gave at the beginning of the pandemic that really captured the imagination of the American public and made him pretty popular, until a few months later, we found out that he was fudging the numbers about cases in retirement homes, and he posted this photo like we had all forgotten about that scandal. And this kind of post, in tandem with his tweets about policy matters in New York, not just about, politics and current events, he's tweeting about very specific policy matters. This is someone who's posturing to re-enter politics. This is a man who was found guilty of sexual harassment by the Attorney General of New York after a several months-long investigation. He was in a position of power that he exploited. He was supposed to be serving the public, and he was harassing women, some of which who were on his staff. And he wasn't even criminally prosecuted or charged for this. I have a problem that in a judicial system where people who commit petty larceny, stealing to feed their families, are criminally prosecuted, but this man is not. The thing that's really striking about this whole situation is how short the American memory really is. If we look back to Ralph Northam's scandal, when he was found in blackface, many people thought he was going to resign. I'm sure some people think he did resign. He stayed in office. He waited for the media cycle to run its course, and for people to forget about it. He stayed in office until January 15th of this year. He didn't resign. He was replaced by the next person who was voted in. And this is really shocking because a lot of these politicians are blaming cancel culture for their downfall. That it's a problem with the culture rather than them taking accountability for their actions. And I can understand if you want to make a critique of cancel culture in the fashion that Cornel West does, that if we want to believe the world can change, we have to believe people can change and give them an opportunity to learn and be better. But that's not the critique that Andrew Cuomo made. So we've got to remember what these people do when they act with impunity and don't take responsibility for their actions, because the alternative is having them continually re-entering politics and representing the public when they don't represent our values.